We say it whenever we are forced to make a prediction about the NBA because we have to. Injuries are simply inevitable. They're always lurking, just waiting to alter a playoff race, a season, or a career. Today we take a look at 5 of the best NBA careers ruined by injuries. Hello there and welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. It is highly appreciated that you decided to stop by and check out this video. If you're new here and you enjoy watching everything NBA related, consider subscribing with those bell notifications on to keep up with every single upload. Greg Oden's career, his draft pedigree, potential, and sheer volume of devastating injuries fits almost too perfectly here. Before everything went south, the 7-foot center profiled as a true franchise anchor, a dominant big man with Defensive Player of the Year potential and overwhelming physicality on offense. It's easy to look back and say Kevin Durant would have been the better choice at number 1 overall in the 2007 draft. KD went second, but at the time Oden was too good and too recognizable as an obvious building block to ignore. An All-American as a freshman at Ohio State, Oden led the Buckeyes to the 2007 national title game where he scored 25 points, grabbed a dozen rebounds, and blocked 4 shots in a loss to the Florida Gators. Microfracture surgery on his right knee cost Oden all of his rookie season. After a year off, a foot injury knocked Oden out of his first game in the 2008-09 season after only 13 minutes of action. He'd go on to play 61 games a year, struggling with a knee injury and lingering issues with his foot. Brandon Roy is on the short list of players that first come to mind for exercises like this. After winning Rookie of the Year in 2006, Roy was an All-Star in each of his next 3 seasons, which constituted the entirety of his prime. A hot start, an early peak, and seemingly endless potential make Roy one of the great what-if players in recent history. During that 3-year run of good health, Roy totaled 4,579 points, 1,135 assists, and 1,003 rebounds, with an effective field goal percentage of 50.2. LeBron James was the only player to meet or exceed those totals over that span. No, Roy wasn't as good as James, but his production can't be ignored. A true combo guard, Roy proved he could get both his own shot at will and run a top-notch offense. In 2008 to 2009, which was his best season, Roy averaged 22.6 points, 5.1 assists, and 4.7 rebounds while hitting 37.7% of his threes. The Portland Trail Blazers won 54 games and owned the NBA's second-best defensive rating that year. That was Roy's age 24 season, the last one before his knee issues gradually wore him down. By 2010 to 2011, Roy was averaging only 12.2 points and wasn't a regular starter anymore. Yao Ming made 5 All-NBA teams and played in the All-Star game every season in which he was healthy. Granted, the annual tidal wave of votes from China helped, but his career was over at age 30. The 7'6" center owns career averages of 19 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks. And he qualified as a genuine spectacle when he arrived from China for the 2002-03 season. It was immediately clear that the Houston Rockets had much more than the Nets' Sean Bradley on their hands. Rather than a stiff shot-blocking curiosity, Yao was a skilled high-post weapon with excellent touch and vision. He also anchored top 5 defenses in 2003-04 and 2004-2005. Foot, back, and knee injuries plagued him after his 3rd season, and other than a 77-game effort in 2008-09, Yao never played more than 57 games in a season after 2005. He was sidelined for the entire 2009-2010 campaign before he suited up for only 5 contests in 2010 to 2011, which was his final year. Grant Hill being enshrined in the Hall of Fame and still appears here tells you everything you need to know about the heights he could have achieved. Hill was Ben Simmons with a scoring mentality. He was Scottie Pippen with a better handle. He was the game's premier wing at a time when Michael Jordan's imminent exit from basketball was about to leave a void only a budding superstar could fill. Hill was that superstar. One of the only 4 players to amass 9,000 points, 3,000 rebounds, and 2,500 assists in his first 6 seasons. Robertson, LeBron James, and Larry Bird are the other 3. Hill was the leading vote getter in the 1995 and 1996 All-Star games. Popularity doesn't necessarily equal greatness, but Hill's rightful spot as a generational talent was obvious until his body betrayed him. Starting in a 2000 season, foot and ankle problems derailed Hill's career. He would only play 47 games during his first 4 seasons with the Orlando Magics. Years that should have produced something special, as teammate Tracy McGrady's star return was just beginning. Coming in at number 1, the only guy featured who is still playing is Derrick Rose, and that might strike some as an odd fit. But Rose, who suffered from a torn ACL less than a year after winning an MVP award at the age of 22, clearly would have had a different career if not for an abrupt physical decline. With averages of 25 points, 7.7 assists, and 4.1 rebounds in his age of 22, Rose joined rare company. Among players 22 or younger, only Rose and Oscar Robertson posted per-game figures like those. Rose's breakdown didn't end with a torn ACL, however. After missing the entire 2012 season, he subsequently underwent multiple surgeries, which one of them involved a torn meniscus in his right knee, suffered through persistent ankle issues, and fractured his left orbital bone, as well as losing the top-flight athleticism that defined his early career. Rose played a reckless style, crashing into the lane and putting extreme strain on his body with a start and stop burst that can only be described as violent. Perhaps injuries were inevitable for a player like him. Still, there is no telling what might have been possible for the youngest player ever to win the NBA's MVP award. That is the end of the video, guys. If you're new here, remember to subscribe with those notifications, slap that like button if you enjoyed, and yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think is the worst injury that the NBA has ever had. Until next time, you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.